how to help your teens do the things they really want to do. Hi, my name is Dr. Ayo Adenuga. I'm a public health physician and the host for Actions for Teens and Moms Health. Today, we'll be talking about how you can help your teens to do the things they really want to do. Now, do you find out that when you try to motivate your teen, it's really hard for you? Do you find that even your encouraging words work against you? And you find that every time you try to encourage your teen, there's a power struggle out there. I feel you, I've been there. And the questions we have to ask ourselves sometimes is, what are the children's responsibilities? What are my responsibilities? What are they accountable for? How can I help them deal with these situations? Many a times, we parents, we care more than even the child, and of course, rightfully so. We want them to be the best versions of themselves. So, our role as parents is one, to inspire the children, two, to teach them, three, to show them what the ideals are. And I'll just tell you a story. A few years ago, my daughter she likes music, she likes instruments, and I got a music teacher. They were teaching them piano lessons, teaching them violin. Then at a point, she learned one or two songs, and then she abandoned it. Then the school introduced band, and she also had access to the violin. She had this thing for 1 year, even through the COVID. She had it. She didn't touch it. In fact, it's only when they want to go to school that she'll pick it and she'll use it. So now they started again, and it was like, what do you want to do? I said, I would like to play the saxophone. I was like, okay, that's good. And I was like, we can't repeat what we did before. You love to play the violin. You now love to play the saxophone. But guess what? Are you going to drop it again? And she was like, no, Mom, I'm going to. So I'm going to tell you the things I did to ensure that she would like to do what she wants to do. The first is commit into God's hands. Every time we put our talents, our thoughts into God's hands, He establishes it. It says that all things work together for good for those that trust in God. And it says the arms of flesh shall fail, but anybody that trusts in God will never be disappointed. So you have to put your kids' talents, their skills in God's hands, so that God Himself will help to establish the works of their hands. So that's what I did. The first thing is like, God, I don't want a repetition. Please help this child. The second thing you have to do is to inspire your child. You need to show her where she wants to be, or him or her. So what I did was I went onto the internet. I went for ladies that are playing saxophone, and believe you me, they are beautiful, and they did it so well. And I said, is this who you want to become? Is this the kind of person you want to be? They said, yes. I love. They said, yes. If you want to become this kind of person, okay, you need to do the right things. So I said, encouraging her, I said, you can achieve it. I inspired her. So you can't sometimes over push somebody for what they don't want to do, but you could help them achieve what they want to be, especially when they want to do that. So I showed it to her. She loved it so much. She was so excited. She picked up the saxophone. Well, I let her know that, you're excited now, but I have a feeling in the next 1 or 2 months you're going to drop it again. She said, oh, no, Mom. So what did I do the next is to set expectations. The third thing you need to do is to set expectations for your children. What do they need to do, and how do they need to do it to achieve their goals? So what I said is, babe, you need to practice your saxophone at least 15 minutes every day at 5 o'clock to become who you want to be, to become a lovely saxophonist, to become a renowned person. So then what did I do? I set my alarm on my clock, and I was like, okay, I know she loves people. She likes performing. So I was like, I'm going to be your audience, and you're going to play for him every day. And this goes to the next thing I was going to say. What is your child's currency? What is their love language? What do they value most? So you have to know, you have to speak in their currency and give them the reward that they need. So what is the reward? She loves to play. She loves an audience. She loves to perform. So I was like, I'm here for you to sing to me. So every day I'm there. She plays the saxophone. I said, "Yes, mom, come listen." Even though if the house the house is blasting, but she gets somebody to listen to her, and I'll say, "Yes, I'm here," and she will play it. And then I went on to YouTube to even see the beginner saxophone. How should they be blowing it? What should they do? And I used that to encourage her. Say, "Oh, you need to do this way. I heard this," and that made her become better. She saw an audience. She saw somebody else that she would like. And I'll also give you a story. My son, he loves to draw. And we saw this talent in him, and we started encouraging him that, "Oh, you like drawing, you have to draw every day." And at a point, he pushed back. He said, "I will do it whenever I want to do it." So that's the fourth thing. Don't go into power struggle with your child. They'll push back. And that is the age. That's part of their development. And that's part of their general psychology at that time, to say, "I'm going to push back. It's my life. It's my way." And he pushed back and stopped drawing. And he said he stopped because we're forcing him to draw. Something he liked to do, he now saw it as being forced. So now what did I do? Next, I asked him, and this is not about drawing, this is even about his daily life, what he wants to be doing every day. He's the person that wants to be an A student. He doesn't want to be seen as being faulty in any way. But you find out that sometimes it goes on his book, late at night. Sometimes he gets distracted, with phones. And I said, now, what do you think you could do better? And what do you think went wrong? So that's the where I'm going to next. You need to let your child also assess what they did before, what they did wrong, and what they can do differently. So I asked him, "Okay, this is what you want to do. What do you think went wrong the last time?" He said, "Well, I feel I was a bit distracted with my phone. I get bored easily, and I just leave it." I was like, "Okay, so now you want to go back and do all those things. What can you do better?" And he said it himself. "I feel I should be more focused. Even my teachers are saying I should be more focused. I have all those things in me." I said, "That's good." Then I went back to him another time. I said, "Okay, what is of value to you? What do you think if I give to you would be a privilege?" And he said, "Okay, if he gets this and gets that, to be a privilege." Okay, that's good. And what did I do? I was like, to get this privilege, you need to earn it. What would you be doing on a daily basis to earn this? So every day, I have a reward system for him. Okay? I give him a reward system every day. I don't delay it. So he looks forward to it, and he continues in this mode. This is not bribery. This is not trying to reward in a false way. This is actually inspiring, motivating, and speak in the language they are. Now, what I notice and what many parents say is that when they punish their children to make them do what they're supposed to do, the children actually stop. They pull up this wand of power struggle. That's not what you want. What you want is to motivate your child, is to inspire your child, is to teach your child. Let them know what they need to do to achieve their goals. So if you've learned if you've found value in what I've said so far, please share and subscribe. Now, I've mentioned a few things. I've mentioned committing to God's hands. Second, set expectations. Third, know what they value the most and speak in their language so that you can reward them for that. Fourth, no past struggle. You don't need it. What you want to do is to ensure that you calmly, effectively let them know what the expectations are and what the consequences are. Now, the consequences does not have to be negative. It's usually positive in this sense. So it is not punishment, it is actual discipline. You need to let your child know that if you do this well, this is what you earn. If you don't do it well, then sorry, you don't earn it. And for instance, if the reward is a device, if the reward is extra time to play, if the reward is we are going out to eat, if the reward is we are going out as a family, I'm going to be with you, I'm going to spend extra time with you, or we can watch movie for an hour, then they need to have done those chores. They need to have done those homework. They need to have done those practice or build on their talent. Then when they finished, then say you could have this. So it's a reward system. It's a system that inspires, motivates, and moves children forward. So thank you so much for listening. I believe that I have taught you today. If you have any comments, if you have anything that has come to you that you feel you could actually pick out from and train your child to do, then please let me know. Put in the comments out there. And please also share your thoughts. Share what you've done so far that has actually helped. And just know that it is hard to talk to children, but we just have to do it. We just have to do it. Parenting is hard, but it takes technique for you to be able to do it in a way that brings peace and joy. So just imagine your children on a daily basis being able to pick up their instruments, pick up their books, and read because they are now inspired to do so. There's a reward system in the family, a loving system that is helping them to be the best version of themselves. So thank you again for listening. Thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate you. So have a nice week and God bless. Bye.